Thank you very much, you guys, for coming, and I will make sure that this is worth your time. Okay, this is again an advanced leadership training. Yes, it is on. Advanced leadership training, because we are going to establish goals and match with action plan. You know, I think all of you more than enough ready to actually plunge and kick off your business. This is 2019. We need to take our business to the next level. You agree?
Yes.
I mean, we need to see people rank advancing. We need to see people not only rank advancing, of course, adding volume and getting promoted or getting promotion, recognition, and everything like that. Okay, but how do we make that happen? Okay, so I just actually draft this, but I'm going to improve this and then send it over to you. That's why I have here, if you don't have your email address here, go ahead and write your email address, because I'm only working right now because Epiphany. I'm not working with 1,000 people who are not really truly engaging, okay? It's micromanaging. So I'm talking to potential leaders who wants to lead. So this is it. Goals plus proper actions and behaviors equals results. Do you agree with me? Okay, so let's get serious. This is our goal. Our goal is to become an influencer. If you attended or you basically watched the live streaming of our Elite Academy in Charleston, our CEO Darren Jensen talked about how to become an influencer. That means to lead and create a team of like-minded individuals to create a movement for LifeVantage to achieve freedom and help others to do the same. That is a heavy responsibility. So I challenge you, if you are really truly willing to become an influencer, I don't care if you do this full-time or part-time. You can do this part-time, serious part-time, okay? You just have to be disciplined to truly, today I'm gonna get your commitment, how many hours can you commit, and then I can tell you, if you say 2 hours and I wanna be Pro 7, we need to talk, right? So we got to develop and establish a reasonable plan of action and a reasonable commitment in order for me to help you, for me and Greg to help you get to where you want to go. So sorry. What happened there?
We're going to have to start all over.
Okay. No, it's good. So, number one, next, you have now been hired. Welcome, you guys. You have now been hired as a CEO of your international business, your own independent business.com business, your own independent.com business. So each of you are CEO, and you are actually provided the same compensation plan. And the compensation plan is sky is the limit. Creating retirement assets and helping people to do the same. Number one, you have a unique business model, which is cool. Ooh.
You closed off the wrong one.
Hold on a second. I accidentally, whoops. Cool. Number one, put this in mind. I have a unique model, business model. Boom. I have invested $1,250 one-time fee for your replicated website and getting 1,300 worth of products. Okay, so that's done, right? You've done it all, okay? Now take your own initiative. When I say take your own initiative, because I see you as potential leaders, be resourceful and learn how to use the tools. I'm not going to spoon feed, but I'm willing to guide you through the process. Get familiar with your website. You guys, you can do that without us.
Question.
Say, yes?
100, is that?
1,300.
Thank you.
I just said that 1,300 worth of products. Say hello to it, and if you have questions, what do you do? I don't understand my website. I can't find the things that I want to find. What do you do?
Ask.
Reach out, okay? If you guys learned and learned from my speech how to break through barriers, you just have to reach out. Remember, my sponsor left me at Pro 3, and there was no bloody training that was available during that time. It's only conferencing call. We're lucky if we can catch it, but there were no LBAs and just very, very limited resources, okay? If you got local kind of like sponsors or leaders, then true. Now, so the next thing for you to make this happen is Number one, don't wait. Okay, I'm teaching each and every one of you. Don't wait. Reach out to your sponsor and request for urgent basic training and ask questions. The reason being is that not all sponsors are sort of like smart enough to connect with, when they signed up, they just, nothing. They're not going to connect with them. It's like, figure it out. You don't do that. You invited them. You signed them up. You promised of the retirement assets. Don't you think as a leader, as an influencer, you are bound to really set up an appointment to teach them and train them? If you don't know how to train them, again, reach out to your upline, or elite, and then, hey, help me to train because I'm not yet kind of polished in training. No excuses, right? Obstacles and excuses. If you want to become an influencer or a leader, you got to get that out, those words, in your vocabularies. Because you know what? There is a way. There is a way, okay? So, request for an urgent basic training and ask questions. Now, register on your first major event. I'm sorry, you gotta hear what you need to hear. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Not what you want to hear. Non-negotiable. You must register for your first local event, which is the Life Vantage Academy, which is done every third Saturday of the month. That is your first basic investment in training. 4 hours. 4 hours. But, oh my Lord, millionaires, leaders are coming into town. Elites like me are coming into town to share their knowledge to you, step by step for 4 hours. Can you imagine if people who are not here right now, they're missing this? Ching! You have the edge because you are hearing this from me, from Elite Pro 8 who was able to take my business to the next level. And for those people who are not here, too bad, right? But it's the real deal. Too bad, because this is a golden nugget that I'm teaching you right now. So, sponsor, promote. You are sponsors at the same time. Okay, you're business partners, but you are sponsors, or you can become a sponsor, because when you sign up somebody, you can become a leader. You're a leader right away. Because you gave birth to one distributor, you're already a leader. You are responsible for that person's success. So, of course, nothing is perfect. Not every sponsor are truly taking care of their newly birthed babies. That's why, what's equivalent to that? Failure. Don't lead people for failure, because you know what? If you do that, your integrity is going to be tarnished. One time, your integrity is gone. All right? So if you want to be a good leader, you've got to really do this. Execute the duplicatable system, which means we have 6 steps. I don't know if you know the 6 steps, but if you don't know that, go to theprovenplan.com. And we have a flyer, which I'm going to give you later on. We have a flyer, 6 steps, which is, number 1, raise your hand. I need a volunteer. So 1 of you or 2 of you here knows the 6 steps for our duplicatable system. Any volunteer? Or just say 1 and then everybody will participate. Number 1.
15 presentations a month.
No,
That's good, but 6
I've got
steps.
the 6
Number 1
components.
is getting started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, getting started. Next, what's the next about after getting started?
Database.
Database list. And then, letter I,
Your why, right? Your why.
Invite.
invite. After the invite, F. Follow up. After the follow-ups,
Third party.
resolving concerns and objections.
That's right.
Number 6 is close. So far everybody failed, all right? But nice try. It's okay. At least 6 key components. Duplicatable system is different from 6.
The proven plan steps. So that's what you were talking
That's
about.
the
I thought you were
proven
talking
plan
about the
step.
6 key components.
Key components of identifying a unique business opportunity is different. So what are those again, so that we can see the difference? Clarify. Number 1, the 6 key components to identify that this is a unique.
The product.
Is number 1.
The product.
The product. Next.
Mentorship,
Mentorship, the system. Good. Next.
timing,
Timing. Perfect.
Company.
compensation plan,
Compensation plan. And
Participating in billion-dollar trends and markets.
And trends, boom. So now it's clear. Difference between the 6 components to identify a unique business opportunity to join, when to join, and then the 6 key components of our duplicatable system. Okay? So, getting started, database list, invite, follow up,
Close, no, not close.
resolving concerns,
Objection and close.
yeah, and then close. All right.
Question.
So, yes, sir.
If I can't remember that, so where do I find those
At the
2, 6?
Yes. Okay, that's a great question. Number 1, theprovenplan.com. It has that. Our back office website has that. In the library, found in the library.
Which one? Both
Tools.
of them?
Just go to the tools library and then
And
click
then look
tools.
for the proven plan, it's in.
And then look for the
blueprint.
proven plan.
It's called the blueprint.
The blueprint. It's called the
Right.
blueprint. And you will find the 6 key components. Yes. Cool. And then the one that to identify the unique business opportunity, that is from Peter Drucker, but we can find that out in our
We have,
presentation,
we have the pamphlet.
PowerPoint presentation, and in the pamphlet.
Yeah.
In the pamphlet, I will
When
give
we
you.
do the sheet too.
Yeah, and that's actually this is even the tear off sheet. The
Right.
tear off sheet
It has
is
all
that's
that.
the key.
Okay.
Tear
hang
off
on.
sheet is the key components.
You're going too fast for me. So, real quick, again, so there's 2 systems you talked about that has 6 steps.
Mhm.
The first one was called the
Duplicatable system.
and where do I find that again?
Life Vantage at theprovenplan.com
That's in the proven plan.
or back office website.
Under tools.
Click on library, click on tools, and then click on blueprint.
Okay, that was the first one, right? The second one, 6 steps.
Same thing. Go to the back office, click on library, click on tools, and then click on the 6 key components in identifying.
So one's called, the first one was called what?
The first one was called the system, our duplicatable system.
Is that what the document's called? If I go into that, it's called?
Blueprint.
It's called the blueprint.
Yeah.
Then you
6
better
steps
put in
of
parentheses blueprint, because people will.
And then the second one
Blueprint. Yeah.
is called, is called,
6 key components.
6
Components.
components in identifying unique business opportunity, or in summary, the tear of sheet.
okay, good.
Good.
You all got that?
Yeah,
Yes.
we also have that.
I'm
The postcard,
asking to
yeah.
make sure we.
To make sure we
all
understand.
Yeah.
And thank you, because I was running. Tell me if I'm running fast, because I really
Yeah,
want to
she's going.
I really want to get this, fast ahead, because we are still going to have.
She's
a
teaching on a Pro 8 level. You know,
Yes.
I'm a Pro 1 level.
Yes, you have to catch up, because I like that. But like I said, this is just a draft, so I'm going to make it more understandable, more precise and detailed, and then I will send this to you via email so that you have a guide for you as well as for your team, which is good. Is this good so
Yes,
far?
yes.
Right. Okay,
I
so
like that homework sheet you had the last time, that was a nice one.
yes, I like that too.
We'd have to have that one.
Right.
So Robert did one too.
The homework sheet.
Robert?
Yeah.
No, the one that she
Yeah.
did, that she showed us, you haven't seen that one.
And
It's-
that will be emailed to
It's
you,
not
all
as
of this.
confusing as Robert's.
Yeah.
One email?
Yes.
and one-
And then duplicatable system. Now, it is always our system, also in the system, that as part of our team, leadership team, I strongly suggest, this is what I did from the get-go, and it proved to be working well. So you're going to also follow this best behavior. We order like a bunch of Eric GoPro book, Eric Worre, because most of the people that we sign up don't have any network marketing background. But this book is easy to read and straight to the point. I love it. I've read it more than 10 times. So I'm still reading it all the time, because you know what? When you read it so often, it'll register. Because remember, we are in transitioning period. We need to transition to becoming a professional network marketer, because our jobs are basically a different type of nature. Our nature of our job is different from network marketing. So Eric Worre book, it's either you can order a CD which Teresa and I did, or a book. So have it handy, because when you enroll, hey, and then you can write, the book, you can even write, hey, welcome, or sign up, sign something, sign your name and send a little bit of wonderful note. Next, Jim Ron CD. I've given you Jim Ron CD and Carrie Dickey CD. Sponsors, set up a follow-up meeting and discuss if homework is done. You just don't throw this away to them. Hey, you know what? This book, hopefully you can read this in a week's time. CD, I want you to really just jump in. Don't listen to the music in your car, just play it. And then when can we kind of like get together so that I can have a feedback of how your homework has been, and some other potential questions that you may have visiting your website, so that we can, sort of like address the issues or any other advanced training that we can cover. Okay.
Oh, you're missing the Tim Sales CD.
I saw that.
That's team sales is an exception. This is the most important thing. Team sales, if you do team sales,
Well, it's missing.
that is even,
Yeah, because some people don't
Yeah.
understand network
Yeah.
marketing
Yeah.
and how the
and
It's
residual
very
that
works,
is
and that
wonderful.
explains it.
Yeah.
Very good set.
So right now,
That's
It's still on YouTube.
team
Yeah.
sales, you have to buy it. I suggest, I bought a
Well,
DVD,
I have
DVD
a
of,
copy.
it's a DVD.
It's a
I
DVD.
bought it, it's an investment, it's tax expense. Write it down, team sales.
I got it.
The brilliant
The
concept.
brilliant
The brilliant
compensation.
compensation. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
really
brilliant
good.
compensation. Okay, so next, business launch. This is what normally not a lot of people are doing it, and in fact, I'm guilty about it. I should have been doing this and pushing you guys and get you out of your comfort zone, because this is the only way for you to launch your business. Launch your first home meeting within 24 to 48 hours, or within a week, or as soon as your prospects are ready or can find just a free time that they can do a home meeting. That's it. Because invite an elite, or let your sponsor present the PowerPoint. Either the elite or your sponsor, if ever they are Pro 4s and above, they can. There's no reason why they cannot present, right? Because you cannot present on your own meeting. You can only host a meeting, because you don't know it yet. Okay.
Just
hold on.
click anything, it'll come back.
Okay. So keeps on. I don't know why. So this is what I want to talk to you about. All you need to do is bring butts in the seats. So that's your project. Now, before the end of this meeting, I want each and every one of you pick a date. March. February was our target, but it never happened. So pick a date, partner with somebody, I don't care, but pick a date. March, we need to get going. Pick a date that's Tuesday, that's a good time for the business opportunity meeting, Thursday or Saturday. Pick a time that you can invite if you are hosting, invite at least 20 people if you want to have 3 to 5 people in the room. Because if you invite 10, maybe you'll have 1 or 0. But 1 is good. Oh my God, I will be happy if you have 1 guest in your home meeting. It's okay. But if everybody comes in, even better. So I want each and every one of you to pick and choose that Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We can't procrastinate anymore. It's long overdue, okay? If you have not
Oh, by
launched
the way, Barbara's business launch is tomorrow.
tomorrow. Oh, by the way, yes. Tomorrow is Barbara's business launch.
We have
Thank
to
you,
have
Barbara,
someone show up.
for doing the action that we need. And we encourage, not twisting your arms, but we encourage to support all our local distributors so that we can learn. The more
Can
we
I
learn,
bring a guest too?
yes. Oh, that's important. You need to really bring guests, because without the guest, where the business opportunity meeting is useless. We might as well have just training. That's what we do. If you launch your business and for some reason 0, which 0, it happens, then we will do a training. It doesn't matter. But don't be. Don't cry if 0 guests will come, because we had 0 guests, and it's okay. It's
Many
okay.
times.
Many times, and that happens also to Master Pro 10s. Okay, but it's the name of the game. Okay, it's a numbers game. That's why I told you, if you want 3 to 5, invite 20 people. And okay, so next, learn the tear of sheets presentation as fast as you can. Guess, you guys, what if I tell you that these two materials will lead you to create a six-figure income annually? This is it. Simple in a sense. That's why we're going to master these two. This is the tear-off sheet. This is the presentation that's duplicatable. It's just a sheet of paper. You don't have to master a presentation, slide, PowerPoint. And then this is our building depth worksheets. This is teaching you the proper principles and behavior that we just need to execute. Remember, you're the CEO of your business, so you must be hungry to learn about this. Okay, because your business, like any other traditional business, they are so committed to make it happen because their loan is ticking, right? They are putting up, let's say, a UPS store or a Starbucks franchise. So the clock is ticking and there's a loan to pay. So they are going to sort of like training. They have to learn how to do it right because they have to make money or even break even for 3 years. But in our business, as a CEO, 3 years is not break even, you guys. You, at least in 3 years, some people are pro 8s in 2 years. So 3 years, depending on the amount of time invested and activities invested, that is your equivalent result,
You
okay?
still have YouTube. You have Niederhaus and Tony Kutowicz doing the tear-off sheet.
Perfect.
Still on YouTube.
Yeah, just go to YouTube, type in building depth 5x5.
And Sherry too.
Goodness,
Sherry, yeah, too.
actually, if you watch Sherry Hollenbach presentation, that's it. That's your gateway. That's it. You don't have to make
This
it
is the
complicated.
doesn't use this,
easiest. Yeah,
but
she
she
is the
goes
easiest
through.
and simple
no, she
words and
uses-
everything.
And shortest.
And it's the shortest,
On the
yeah.
one I want.
But you don't have to be Sherry Hollenbach because she's unique. You have to say it in a way that you understand it from the heart. You have to execute it in a way that it's your style, that your prospect will capture, that particular information. Remember, the lack of information will not allow your business prospects to make a decision. So you've got to have a powerful information, catchy information that would pique their interest. Okay, at least pique their interest to sign up? Yes or no?
Yes.
No. Pique their interest to
The
move
next
forward,
meeting. The
want to
next
know more
meeting.
about this, can be, yes, I want to sign up for visionaries though. For visionaries or innovators.
I had it. She's just not
Yes.
doing anything.
Yes. Yeah, and there are some people like that. Innovators, they start jump in and they don't even ask a question, and then all of a sudden they don't do anything. It's just the way it is, right? Yeah.
They get scared.
Yes.
They go to witness protection program.
I'm
Yes.
a little bit there right now.
But the answer to this is that there's a lot of fish in the ocean. Okay, so practice by yourself, practice with your group, and practice and role play with your leaders. Get feedback, correct the errors, and begin practicing with actual prospects. Because if you do not, how many of you practice with your friends, relatives, and families so far?
Nope.
Oh, well, I mean, I did in the beginning. I just
Nope.
haven't.
Yeah.
They won't
You
even
did.
look at me. Are you
But
kidding
not
me?
as
They think
often
I'm
as you
crazy.
can. By the end of the month, I will be getting back to you guys. 10. I require 10 practices that you, or if you have a real prospect, why not? The clock is ticking, you guys. We can sign up people, or we can have a potential interested people. And then if this is a real presentation of tear-off sheets that you're going to have, make sure there's a third-party validation. I want to encourage you to check on Zach Padgett, our local, the local third party, and me, and you must have ammunition. Take advantage of LV Academy. You guys, you gotta reach out for our leaders that are coming to town. If you're not attending that, you're not connecting with the leaders, not only the speakers. There are some Pro 5s, Pro 6, Pro 4s that are brilliant, that you can actually get connected and tell them, hey, let's be an accountability partner. Can I reach out to you to become a third party? But never do this trick. Do not, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but do not use a new distributor, a Pro 1, a Pro 2, a Pro 3, a Pro 4, that is not eligible to do third party. you're setting yourself up for failure. Because when these people are bombarded by heavy objections and negative thoughts from the prospect, you're gonna be just setting. You know, I have seen this done by many people. You've got to have at least Pro 5s and above. But, you know, Sylvia here, I can strongly recommend to you that she can be a great third party.
There's always exceptions.
There's always an exception to the rule. It depends on how great they are. So, next, expect that you will mess it up in the first few exposures. Get past the awkward pre-shows. And because you know what happened to me, the reason why I become like this, I develop my confidence, develop personal growth, and develop leadership growth, is just by doing it. But I was so terrible, you guys. I mean, you guys, I commend you because, I mean, you are far better than I was when I was Pro 1, Pro 2, Pro 3. It took me 12 months. It took me 12 months. He's just being honest. It took me 12 months. Greg is being honest. It took me 12 months to stand up in front of the room. But that's presentation. But I started to run with this as soon as I signed up. You know what? I don't know anything. I don't know even what to say. All I say is, hey, Divina, I have something to share with you. And I know that Divina is not a decision maker. So is your husband going to be there? Like, can we get together on Saturday? And she was asking, what is it, Mare? What is it, Mare? And I said, you know what? I can't really explain to you because it's a publicly traded company on NASDAQ, but they're doing exciting things. That's all I said. And I don't know how to explain it, but the best way is to allow me to go through the process. When will you be? What time will you be at home where I can bring my senior business partner or mentor? Guess what? I just did that over and over. You know, clients from Wells Fargo, same thing. I went to work. In 45 days, I doubled my investment. So what are you waiting for? You have much more knowledge than I did before. I did not have knowledge before. Okay? So next, learn, we're here. Okay, use third party at all times 100%. In every tear-off sheet meeting, one-on-one, okay?
But also, if you're gonna get your third party, call them in advance, because they're so busy. It is so hard if you call them at the last minute and you're gonna panic and you're not gonna be able to find somebody. Sometimes.
Yes and no. Yes, I actually commend that. You've got to really, know the third. It depends. If you've set up an appointment with your prospect, let's say 3 days from now, of course, you've got to get the third party and set up the appointment with them as early as 3 days, 2 days, 24 to 48 hours, at least 24 to 48 hours, okay? But if for some reason you're calling and the prospect has already, just make sure that your agenda is not overlapping. Worry about the third party later. Because some people are telling me, Kai, when are you available so that I can... No. Stop asking me when am I available. Because you know what? Even if I tell you tomorrow I'm available at this time, tomorrow it can change. Because today I might be having conversation with other people and I can block that appointment. So no. Just set up your appointment according to your schedule and your prospect schedule, and then let's worry about the third party later.
Okay.
Because you can get a third party as long as your appointment is 2 days, 1 day, 3 days away from now.
And always reach
But
2 or 3
if
people.
you
That's what I
have
do.
an appointment, like just sometimes it's spontaneous. Hey, you just encounter your friend Teresa, right? But you know what? Yeah, I have a time right now. I can talk to you. Then that's what you call the emergency third party. It's okay. Kai, I'm so sorry, short notice, but I just encountered this person and we just happen to have a time. Can you do a 15-20 minutes pulse call check third party? Sure. You can do that, okay?
Okay, so,
And-
question please.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
so, I know we've been through this before, so it's not always a third party on the very first meeting though, is that correct?
Yeah, it depends. If you don't feel like it's not the third party on the first meeting, it varies. There is
Okay.
no set third party, you've got to make it to feel it.
Only when you do a presentation.
Only
you need a
when
third
you
party.
have given the chance to present, the chance to, because you cannot, like, if they just have if you just were talking, the third party is not here to present. The third party is to answer questions and obstacles and all that, right? Not presentation. We are teaching people to be independent to do the presentation because no one seems to present. That's their struggle, and people are stuck in invite because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. But now I figure it out. I'm sharing this to you. This is how simple it is. Okay? You've got to have a database list. Hang on. Database list. You got to know your story, 1 to 2 minute story, your personal and business background, what you don't like about what you're doing, what you're willing to change, what's your goals, what's your aspiration, and how did you find this remarkable opportunity, and why are you excited about the future? That is an invite. And then followed by story of the company, from retail to business to network marketing. And then lock the invite, ABC, show them the ABC, and then after the ABC, tear off sheets, third party, repeat the process. And I'm not asking you to do 15 times. We're gonna do it because we're trying to qualify for the June promotion. I'm gonna explain that to you later. We need to do 20 beginning March. That's why we need to launch our business. Uwe, you need an Axio. Honey, can you give Uwe an Axio? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, question, what's your question?
Yes.
I'm new to this business, so I called a friend and he had some questions about this Protandem and some of the products that we have. Am I allowed to call because I don't know that much about it. I've read some stuff. Am I allowed to call somebody like yourself that may know more and provide some information to them?
Tell me if I got your question correct. If someone from my prospects would like to know more about the products or have some questions, you said have questions about the product.
I'd like to know more about it.
Can questions, or you would like to know?
Question, like to know more about it.
Okay, I have a different answer for both. Number one, if they have a question about the product, you're doing it wrong. Why? You're not supposed to tell anything about the product. Okay? Number two, if there is a question, they want to know more about the product because they saw the ABC or something like that, well, you know what? Let's set up a date. Undivided attention. When can you spend 45 to an hour of your time? Oh, that's too long. Okay, we can also shorten it, 20 minutes. We'll just give you an overview then. But remember, prospect, that an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, the longer you give me your undivided attention, the more information you're gonna get. So if you really are interested about this, check and see, 20 minutes versus 45 to 1 hour. I think you're gonna get more detailed information that can help you make a good decision. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, makes
Greg?
sense.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, so see, you have to listen carefully with the questions, because if you don't, you're gonna be, there's different answers to every particular question. Yes, Barbara?
This is something actually you gave us quite a while ago. The questions on after the ABC, you ask certain questions, leading questions to get them to
Okay,
sort of
thank you.
express where they are and their feelings. And
Yeah.
These are your
This
choices.
is
Which one would
basically
you-
questions for after you show the ABC. Did it make sense to you? Number two, what did you like best about what you saw? And three, pretty exciting, isn't it? And four, can you see how this could be an opportunity for you? Something like that. It's all positive questions. And last night, when I was with Building Depth Leadership, always end up with a question. Every text messages or phone calls, you've got to really construct your sentences or your wordings into a question that prompts your prospect to reply back to you. It's psychology. You've got to learn how to really improve the art of communication. But you will. Again, will you do that right there off the bat? You will mess it up because you are not going to you're not, Uwe, your hands are, is in my video. Okay, so, sorry. It's okay, Uwe is getting some axio. We need to perk him up, okay? And then,
We're gonna see a hairy hand.
where was I? Because, what was the topic that I was?
I think one question everybody can ask is, with anything that, anywhere they are with LifeVantage and talking to someone is, well, where are you on 1 to 10 scale of what you think about the business or?
We will,
potential?
yeah, but we will do that later because we are
Those are
just
invites.
here like for the invite. We're not doing the presentation. I will give you the, later is in the next step. So business launch, okay, tear off sheets, presentation as fast as you can. Expect that you will mess it up. See, get past the awkward pre-sales, continue and repeat the process until you get better. With 20 tear off sheets, you will improve. Guaranteed. Okay, use third party at all times in every tear of sheets meeting, whether short or an hour meeting, sorry, typo. Do not focus on results. Okay, do not expect your third party will give a perfect conversation or your prospect to be just, see our vision and get excited about it. Just know that it takes 2 to tango. Number 1, set up the third party or meeting in an ideal quiet location that helps focus with prospects. Avoid many disruptions. So I would strongly recommend Barnes & Noble, who's really nice. Because if it's Cheesecake Factory, it's not going to be
And I
ideal.
like Panera's.
Panera is also ideal. I like that. Panera, Barnes & Noble, with the Wi-Fi as well, okay? Unless you have...
Randall's on Breaker and when they
Starbucks.
access road, he's very quiet too.
Okay, just find, whatever it is, just find a quiet place for you to just normally go there. And because we need an undivided attention, okay? And then know your prospects well, proper edification for both, okay? The more information you provide us, the third party, the better they can connect with your prospects. But again, you cannot say the wrong words to the right person. Do not focus on results. Don't walk don't walk in eggshells. Just do it. Invite and tell them your purpose upfront, that you are there for the business. There for the business, and wait if they say yes and give you the permission to meet. When they give you the permission to meet, you can tell that, oh yes, yeah, sure. Do you think you can, I have a business proposition to you or a business plan that I'd like to run with you? Because you mentioned before, Uwe, that you're looking for some sort of an exit strategy. Sure, do you have an hour of your time? Boom, set the date. Repeat the process 20 times. I'm teaching 20 times, not 15 times, 20 or more, okay? So that we can see the results, okay? And then, so now we're gonna jump in to...
If you look in the calendar, work days, we got 5 work days, and there's 4 weeks. 5 times 4 is 20, so it's 1 a day. That's
one a
all
day.
it is.
Or if you can't do 1 a day, well, whenever is your free time,
Put them all in one day.
put it all in 1 or 2 days, Saturday or Sunday or things like that. Okay, this is great, and I'm gonna email this to you, but you have to master this. This is what I'm mastering right now, because normally people say, when you meet people cold, they're gonna say, what do you do? What do you do? This is a famous line or queries from people. Oh, I'm glad you asked. So we simply educate individuals through our business plan on how to create retirement assets within 2 to 5 years, partnering with an internationally publicly traded company on NASDAQ. And guess what? They would want to know more. So you can follow it, but you know what? This company is pioneering a breakthrough technology that is poised to disrupt the world. You can mention something like Microsoft. Are you familiar with Microsoft? Facebook, Uber. This world is moving towards robotic, as you well know, nanotechnology and genomics. So you and I ought to start learning about this and participate now. So you want to get a piece of this billion-dollar companies or die broke, something like that. And you can delete some of the information, but that is a great invite, And so we are looking for potential business partners who's looking for a way out within 2 to 5 years, as they are sick and tired of being in a hamster wheel. So are you one of them? If you are, when can you sit down with me? Boom. And then this is ad lib. Ad lib is just, you can tell them later on during the conversation, because there's an urgency on this matter. But if you wish to be educated and learn more about it, and then evaluate it, if it piques your interest, boom, wonderful. If not, all good. This is not for everyone. But if you will allow me, if you always use you, because they need us, we don't need them. If you will allow me to go through the right process, let's set up a date. I only need an hour of your time, and if I'm lucky, I would have my successful mentor and senior business partner to be on the call or in person. Sounds like a plan? Okay, hear how her life was transformed and how she is helping others do the same, depending on who your third party is. Like just an example because of me, right? However, I suggest you study and understand fully and make sure you ask numerous questions before making a decision. So you make sure you won't miss out when this becomes mainstream. If the information you see don't make you sleep, then obviously you got this girl or you got this guy. You know, boom. Okay, Friday at 4 p.m. I'll see you at your house. Get excited. I'm excited. Sounds good?
Yes.
Those are the non-committal kind of like, my God, if you hear that, oh my God, mainstream. Oh, okay, I need to see this girl. This is crazy. Disruptive technology, publicly traded company. She just wants me to take a look at it for an hour. 2 to 5 years retirement asset. They're a successful business person. I'm going to meet them. Huh? You know, I like that. I don't want to be working until I'm 70 years old. That is a wonderful thing. If you kind of like put this in your head, you don't have to memorize it, but get familiar with it, and then lay it according to your style, but the gist, the main detail is there. I think this is powerful. This is powerful, okay? So, now, we are going to, who's going to be the first? I want to volunteer.
What are we doing?
We are going to have, well, this is the reason why we're meeting, actually. Tear up sheets. I'm your customer. I'm going to sit here, and I want you to pick my interest. Well, the scenario is, you told me your story. I was impressed. You know, you got my attention. And then you showed me the ABC. That even, really, truly, it's either I saw the ABC right then and there, or maybe I just saw the ABC, I didn't have enough time, but when I saw it, I got excited, so I set up the, I said, yes, Teresa, I'm ready for the invite. So 10-15 minutes, no longer than that, because you're gonna bore me and I'm gonna go out. I'm your prospect, remember? So who's gonna be volunteering?
I'll go.
And this is just practice. I expect everybody to mess up. You will be worse before you become better, and you will be better before you become excellent, an expert. Yes. Okay. So, woohoo!
We're sitting on the floor, or we're sitting?
No,
Okay.
you're there, and then I'm here. We are at the table, and I want to sit there, so that yes, and you sit there,
Yes, ma'am.
and
Okay. Hi, I'm so glad. Thank you for meeting me again. And for us
Thank
to-
you.
On this
Thank
little
you so
follow-up
much.
meeting. I hope you enjoyed the ABC video we
I
looked at last
did.
meeting.
I've never seen anything like that, so I kind of like, I'm just curious right now, not anything else, but I'm just curious, what is this all about? So if you can feed me, I would,
Okay. Well, I'm so happy that you're open, and I would just like to show you this incredible business opportunity. It was shared with me by a very good friend, and so if you'll allow me to go through this process, I will just do this little, what we call a tear-off sheet.
Oh, okay.
And so it just,
That's
I'll
cool.
explain to you what this company is all about.
Okay.
So basically, LifeVantage is an MLM. Are you familiar with MLMs?
Yeah, but, is that a pyramid kind of thing?
Well, a lot of people want to call it that, but really it's not. It's really just the opposite.
Yeah, I
So-
really haven't done network marketing, but I just heard from it, and I don't like what I'm hearing so far.
Okay.
But I love the product, truly. I really love the product.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Have you heard of a company called Amway?
Sure,
Avon?
it's everywhere. Yeah, but I'm not gonna sell any.
Okay.
If that's
Well,
gonna be
if I may just explain
Okay.
to you, Amway did $9 billion in business last year, so I'm gonna write that figure down,
Sure.
9 billion. Avon did about $6 billion in business
Really?
last year. and Herbalife did about $5 billion in business last year. So, being that those companies did that volume, would you agree that those companies are making money?
Of course.
Okay.
If that's a true. That's
Yes,
the truth.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are the figures. And Avon, by the way, has been in business since around 1886. So if you think about that, it's been in business for a long time, and it's still producing large amounts
Goodness,
of
and
income.
that's just makeup, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
So that means that the people who developed Avon and those below get paid out at about 40% of those of that figure annually. So people are making money in this business. If you would allow
Sure
me to
thing.
explain a little bit further.
Sure,
Okay.
go ahead.
So LifeVantage is a publicly traded company. The ticker on NASDAQ is LFVN. So you can go, you can see everything that I'm going to talk to you about. It's all public information. There are no secrets. We have no secrets to hide. LifeVantage started out in around 2003 as a regular company. Their product, Protandim, that you saw on the video, was on the shelf. Okay, sold in stores like Walgreens, generic retail stores, and the claim was, and is still today, and it's true, that it reduces our oxidative stress by 40%. So ABC, as you saw in the video,
Yes.
came back and put it to the test. But the test results came back positive, as the ABC video showed. In 2 weeks, John Quinones' oxidative stress came down by 45%, not just 40%.
Yeah,
and
I
it
was
was
impressed.
45 in 2 weeks. So after that, LifeVantage took this company to an MLM so that there could be people to speak for the product. Okay? So every company starts on an S-curve, and every company needs key components to be successful.
Of course.
And the first component would be timing. Where is the company when you get into it? The second would be a product. What kind of product do you have? The third would be a compensation plan. How good is it? Where does it pay? Does it pay the middle group, the high group, the low group? We'll talk about that. But the most important is mentorship. And with all of those together, those are the 4 key components that make up a very successful MLM. So with LifeVantage, if I could just tell you, LifeVantage, which is, again, publicly traded, has about 150,000 distributors, but that's per country. So right now, they are on the ground floor, because typically there should be about 150,000 distributors per country, okay, each country. But LifeVantage only has, at the moment, about 80,000 worldwide.
Oh.
So for LifeVantage right now, it's at the bottom. It's down on the ground floor. So this company is, for us, a very, very, very lucrative opportunity. As the company grows, it goes on this S-curve, and then it reaches momentum at about the mid-stage, and then it goes up here where it's a little bit too late. So these first 3 companies I spoke to you about, it's a little bit too late to enter those companies because they've gone through this entire process.
Gotcha.
And they're way at the top up here now. Okay?
It's getting,
All right.
it's getting to my head.
So, also, the product that we have is extremely good. It's proven to reduce our oxidative stress with peer-reviewed studies by 40% in 30 days, working in all living and breathing mammals. We have the ABC Primetime, which is actually an advertisement for us that LifeVantage didn't pay for. They came to LifeVantage. They did it on national television. So the science is there. We have this study. They did the blood work on John Quinones, 45% reduction in 2 weeks. We also have peer-reviewed studies on PubMed.gov, National Institute. That's the government website housing all peer-reviewed studies, scientific studies on all drugs and supplements. Right now,
Good, I
there
need that.
are 20 plus studies on PubMed.gov.
Really?
So that is the best source to go to learn anything about Protandim. You just type in Protandim and you learn everything about it. There are also about 10,000 studies now on NRF2 activation, also housed at PubMed.gov. So, as far as the product goes, we have a wonderful product to offer. We have a great compensation plan, and I'll come back to that. But I also wanted to talk to you about the money, linear versus leverage. Are you familiar with those 2 terms?
No, please fill me in.
Okay. So linear income is what most people do, and I'm still doing that as well. I'm trying to have my plan B here on the
And me too
side.
at Wells Fargo
Okay,
Bank.
all right. So we're working linear. So we're trading time for
Money.
money, okay? So we're working 40 to 50 hours a week and we're getting a paycheck.
Yes.
But if we should quit, get sick, or lose our job, what happens? No more money.
No more money.
It's off, it's cut off. So leveraged income is where we are building our residual income. We're building income for the future. So if we put in 2 to 5 years of hard work, we can build a residual income that will continue to pay us as the years go by, because we're building a team below us, we're building a foundation below us. It is also, we can pass it on generation to generation, so we're building a legacy for our family.
Wow.
So we work really hard for about 2 to 5 years, building our team, building our foundation, making sure we have a solid foundation, and then it will continue to build on itself. But we never stop. We continue to build.
Do I need to quit my job?
You wouldn't quit your job right now if you're not comfortable enough to quit your job right now. But
Good.
as soon as you build up your business here for residual income, you will know when it's perfect time for you to quit your job where you're getting paid by an hourly wage right now. Some people do this in far less than 2 to 5 years. Some people do it as quickly as 12 to 24 months. It depends on how much time we put into it. So depending on how much time we put into it, depends on how much money we get back out of it.
Impressive.
So it's a great way to plan for our future, plan for our retirement, and plan for our family to pass on. As far as the company goes, we are in 5 different markets right now, and we just added a 6th market. So I will put number 6 down here because we just added a hair care system.
Okay.
Okay. So in these markets, LifeVantage was very, very intelligent. We started in the health industry with ProTandem, and that's all we had in the beginning. It was ProTandem. And then they enhanced that, added NRF1 and some other health, like probiotics and some other items to that health plan. They're also in the animal industry, which is, the health plan is about a $2 billion industry. The animal is about $23 billion. We have a skincare line that's NRF2 activation on the outside versus the inside, where ProTandem acts. That's about $120 billion. We have Smart Energy, which is our Axio drink, $53 billion industry. You know that people drink Red Bulls, they drink energy drinks all the time. So basically we're changing how we spend our money. So instead of going to buy a Red Bull, you would just buy your own product, an Axio. It's healthy, it's all natural, and it's it helps our brain focus. Incredible, incredible supplement. They also are in the weight management, which you know everybody's trying to take care of their weight, right? Everybody's conscious about. That's a $164 billion industry.
Wow.
And we just added the hair care system, so now we have NRF2 activation for hair care, which is stimulating. It has a shampoo, a conditioner, and a scalp serum, helping people grow their hair back. People who are having trouble losing their hair, it's phenomenal. That is also probably about a $100 billion industry. So combined, we're LifeVantage has something to offer in every category, and people are spending this money no matter what. So it's just up to us to share and to show, okay? As far as if you are ready to get started in the business, we have several ways to enter, but the best way to enter is called the Platinum Pack. It's $1,250. That's your investment. That's your total investment. $1,250. One time.
Oh, okay.
Put it on your credit card, and boom, you can get the money back really quick. So we offer. So with that investment, you get $1,300 plus in product value.
Okay.
So you get the
So I
product,
get the
you
product.
can consume it, you can
Okay.
use it to show at your business launch, and you know you have to have the product, you have to consume the product, you need to, I should say, to be a product of the product. Okay. The mentorship is the most key component that we have, and that's where you will be introduced to my senior business partner, my senior mentor. We have access to learning videos, Zoom calls, everything. You will never stand alone. The mentorship is beyond anything that I can talk about. So you will not be left alone. You will be very well trained. You also get your website. That's all included in this. So you get a website with your name. You set it up with your name, however you want your name to show up on the website. Has the back office, has the library, has everything you need to know about the products, and we'll show you how to use that. But the most important thing is that as When you get signed up, we will help you go recruit 3 people to work below you. And for every person you recruit, you will be paid $400. So if we do that very quickly, you will get your investment back of $1,200, plus you will have all of this product, you will have a website, you will have your global business, you will have your business set up for life. And then it's up to us, you and me and our team, to go out and do what we're told to do to make the business work. So, after speaking to you about this, I would, as far as this little wheel goes here, would you agree that the company has good timing as I showed you on the S-curve?
If it's in the basement, yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. So we would
I
check
understand that.
Okay.
I understand the timing.
As far as the product, you saw the ABC video, and I've answered a few questions for you on the product. Would you say that LifeVantage has a good product to offer?
And you mentioned that there's no competition, and
No
it's
competition.
I've never seen anything like this. Bingo.
Bingo, okay. The compensation plan, I will go over with you in a minute. As far as mentorship, what have I explained to you at this point?
Mentorship is very important in every success of the company or a business plan. Mentorship,
Okay.
the training, yeah, and I'm liking that so far.
Okay, so we'll check there. As far as the compensation plan goes, all this information that I show you on the back of the seat, again, is public information because LifeVantage is a publicly traded company. These are the pay levels in the company. It's distributor, which you would begin as a distributor, all the way to Executive Pro 10. This company is set up, LifeVantage is set up in a way that from Pro 4 to Pro 6, Pro 3 to Pro 6, is where they want us in these entry levels to be able to receive an income that would allow, that would make a difference for us. So as a Pro 3, when you reach Pro 3, based on your volume, you can earn up to $580 a month.
That's
Would
a
that make a difference for you?
Oh yes, definitely. That's a good kind of like a small car payment
Yeah.
or a cell phone electricity
Absolutely.
usage.
And so as we go up, Pro 4 increases to $11.93, and those are the monthly averages. They can actually go above that on this side. So they pay their distributors very well in this middle section so that they are encouraged and want to continue in the business.
So
And-
we don't have to be on the top level right away in order
No,
to
ma'am.
earn this?
No, ma'am. So
Wow.
this is very achievable for us in the beginning. And then when you become a Pro Elite 7, it starts exponentially going up. As you can see, it's up to about 11,000. We have access to all of these leaders below Pro 6 and above, all of them, to help us in our mentorship program. So there's LV Academies, which are academies where they come and teach us. There are building depth conferences we can go to where they teach us, and always the Elite Academy where they teach us how to do this business. And they're real people. I mean, they're people who never had experience in network marketing. So the mentorship is phenomenal. So based on the compensation plan, and there's more to the compensation plan, we keep it simple in the beginning.
Of course.
How would you feel about the compensation plan based on what I've just shared with you?
Yeah, I think it's powerful. I just wanted to know, how they earn those, how all those distributors kind of earn those. So that,
Okay.
In just a high level overview, how do you?
So as far as the level goes, preferred customers will help you build volume, but distributors is really where you build the most volume. So that's why if you recruit 3 distributors and you help them go recruit 3 to 5 more, then that's what helps you rank
Okay,
advance.
cool.
This elite pool here is an extra bonus that LifeVantage has that very, very few companies have. But as you reach the higher ranks, starting with Pro 7, this is a 4% of all global sales. Okay? So when you reach Pro 7, you will get 1% of the global sales. When you go up to Pro 8, then you would get 2%. So 7, 8, 9, and 10 will get 1%. 8, 9, and 10 will get another 1%. That's 2% of global sales. And as you move on, then 9 and 10 get a 1, that would be 3%. And when you become a Master Pro 10, you get 4% of that whole pool.
Is there any overhead? Of course, in every
Okay.
business there's a cost,
And
right?
yes, and the only overhead that we have in our business is the initial $12.50, and then we order $200 worth of product each month to keep up our personal volume, because in order to receive the greatest benefit that Livingston can pay for us, based on this chart here, the percentages that were paid, we need to keep our personal volume at 200 PV. Okay? And as we get customers and distributors, our PV and our group volume, our PV is our personal volume, but then our group volume begins to grow, and that's how we begin to increase our income in our level as
Cool.
Pro 1, 2, or 3.
Very nice. Very well. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's really good for the first time.
oh my goodness. 15 minutes, but can I give you a feedback?
Yeah.
That was incredible. That's how you present the tear of sheets. Are you an elite? What is your rank?
Pro 3, but I don't have the volume. I need to get with it.
Pro 3, but do you agree with me?
No, you're a
she
future
presented
Pro
it
10.
like a pro, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she did
A
good.
Pro 10. So, congratulations.
Thank
You are, I'll give you the blessing. You are ready. Go and multiply. Go, but let me give you some
Yes,
feedback.
please.
Okay. You know, when you were, this is for me, right?
Yes, I
Yes,
forgot to say.
Yes. This is great when she said MLM and, you know, something like that. But maybe you can add something like, hey, do you know, because I didn't know about network marketing, just tell her just 2 things like, MLM is the second largest
Oh, I forgot about that.
payroll.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I had it right
And
here.
in the last 30 years, you know, it created more millionaires, something like that, so that, you know, but it can be
I had it
discussed by the elite, you know, but the third party
It's hard to
validation.
remember all that stuff because
And you
I
can-
even forget,
yeah.
so otherwise you'll be talking more than 15 minutes if you include everything.
No, yeah, exactly. You don't have to worry about not including everything, but, you know, all you did, even without those
You
things
did
that,
good.
it was right on the, you don't have to change it, but if you can add that thing, that would be great. And then, on the product, you did great. Just always emphasize, you guys, we have no
Oh,
competition,
that's right, yeah. No.
okay? No competition. And other than that, loving it. And then, did she, you know, the 15 presentations a month, you just skip that?
Well, I
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but that's okay. There will be, like, that will be later on.
They'll
Like
ask
I said,
questions if they
they'll ask
say, well, what's
questions.
that? Then you'll know.
And then it was just perfect. And the elite bonus pool, you can just use the right word. When you reach Pro 7 or elite rank, for Pro 7 you can get to participate 1% of the shares with 8s, 9s, and 10s. If you're Pro 8, you can get to participate 2% of the 8s, 9s, and 10s. Not saying like you will receive, or you can get 1% of, because it's not, you're not gonna get 1%. You will participate.
You get to, you get to
Share.
Oh,
Participate.
okay.
You share 1% with all the Pro 7s.
You
Yeah.
get to
All the Pro
participate.
7s get to
Yeah.
share in
Partake,
that amount.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I would also say about that, get the share. So, oh, Sylvia, you work, right? You have a job.
Oh, yeah.
So you earn money how? You get up in the morning, you go to work, you work those hours and you get money, then you come home and you go to sleep. Well, this,
Makes money while you
you
sleep.
get money while you are sleeping. So anybody in the world that is purchasing a product that, and then you're in the elite status, you get a little, you get to share a little piece
That's
in a
amazing.
percentage, or depending on.
How do you
your
sleep now at night?
So,
Like you never sleep, yeah. And that, with her presentation,
that was
if
good.
the person
Just
is
polish.
is not is in his right mind, I would have sleepless nights. I would come back to Teresa. Let's do this, you know. So Teresa, thank you so much. You
Oh,
were
you're welcome.
flawless. You were spontaneous.
Very
And,
good.
Yeah, it was good.
and
It was
oh
good.
my God, can I sign up?
Of course you
God,
want
this
somebody
guy
like her on
is
your team, right?
And you know what? Just direct to the point. No more, not a lot of wordings. She limits it to 15 minutes. I was timing her. Nailed it to the. Okay. Next, we're gonna have one more, volunteer, because I need to know where you're at, because if we need to correct something.
But we need to polish.
We need to
Correct
polish
and
and
polish.
correct and polish, any one of you, I mean, no, you don't have to be perfect. I mean, we need to know, we need to hear from you, because otherwise, if we won't get your presentation, we're not gonna be able to correct that, if you're ready to multiply. Anybody?
I'm ready to multiply, I just gotta get out of my own way.
Larry,
All right.
we're gonna groom you to
You and
become
I are gonna get work this weekend,
Roger.
okay?
You know-
and I specifically are gonna work this weekend.
Larry,
Can I use my
Enrique.
mic?
I
the same
love
thing.
your, I
Okay.
think
He
you
says
are
that
very
he can work
confident
with you.
You
in
and me.
becoming a presenter, because we need male
I'm gonna help
presenters, okay?
It's, yeah.
It's
We have
okay.
a lot of female
You're
presenters,
gonna be
but
ready
we
by
are
the
going
end of the
to,
weekend
yes.
to start.
But isn't it great, Larry, that, because Larry is just new, we cannot,
All right.
but isn't this good to hear someone
Hey.
kind of like,
Oh, absolutely.
yes.
I'm gonna
Yes.
work with you, nobody wants to do that, so, okay,
Nobody?
No,
Oh.
I'll try.
okay.
Okay,
If
Barbara.
not,
Here, she can
if
come
not, we're gonna do, you two do it here,
Yeah.
and then Teresa, we're gonna
You-
do it one more
Right.
time
So that people will be
with me.
good,
Oh, okay,
yes.
I'm gonna be a little bit different,
okay.
okay? Cause you need to practice
With different,
Yeah,
with different people, so I'm not gonna be.
And with the guy,
I'm just
too.
gonna get
Guys
with a
are
guy, and I'm not gonna be
Ask questions.
as quiet, I'm gonna have more questions
Yeah.
during the thing,
hang
so.
on a second, sure, that would be great, Teresa. But you gotta tell your prospect, please leave your questions after my
Okay.
presentation, because you don't wanna be disrupted during, that's why I didn't ask you questions, just a little
Well,
bit.
that's, you
because-
know that, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna act like a real,
No.
Jerk,
No,
who always
no,
butts
no,
in.
the questions, you can't throw questions, because the third party validation has to be
know,
the one to address the
I
questions.
know, but it's gonna happen, you know that.
It's not gonna happen if we teach our
Well, we
business
do,
distributor,
but
please,
again, I want them to be prepared
Yes.
and say the right thing,
yes, I agree with
respond.
you, but we need to be in control of our business. We need to tell them, please address your questions later, because I am not going to answer your questions. The third party will be the one to answer the questions. I'm teaching you the right way, because if you're gonna allow them to answer, to question you, your tariff sheet is not gonna be 15 minutes. Trust me, you guys. You are not allowed to answer their questions.
Well, we just make that statement in before we.
We need
Yeah,
to
we
set
set it up.
expectations. Okay? Hang on a second. Ladies, we need to set expectation from the get-go. I know you'll probably have questions, but please allow me to finish this presentation, and then all your questions will be reserved for
Yeah, and even if you have the
This is-
answer, you don't
You do
answer it.
not.
You let the third party
Yes.
do it.
You tell them, set expectations, and then tell them, just please allow me to go through the process, because my senior business partner is the one going to answer the question. You don't do this alone. So they can see already what's
Yeah.
going on.
And even if your third party says a mistake or something like that, don't interrupt them and
Yeah.
don't correct them.
Yeah, all you need to do is
Because
just listen.
otherwise it ruins the
Yeah,
credibility.
Yeah.
listen and then write down notes, because someday you're gonna be a third party validation, okay? All right, so Barbara, as soon as you're beyond 15 minutes, I'm gonna just cut it, because we're gonna redo it some other time. Because, yeah, I will not allow you to, because it needs to be kind of like limited. I'm teaching you the best practices, the right behavior. Go ahead. Yes, Barbara.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you could make it today. I was looking forward to meeting up with you.
Sure,
Yeah. So you've seen the ABC report?
of course.
Yes, and what did you like best about it?
Let's go, granting that's all done.
All done.
That's
Okay.
all done. We're timing this 10 to 15. We're all done. I like the ABC, that's why I gave you the permission.
Okay.
So we're just gonna assume that, and then just tell me, all I want from you is set an expectation, give me the proper expectation. Kai, allow me to show this with you. It's gonna take about 10-15 minutes or shorter, but please, if you have any questions, please set your questions later after my presentation, after this, and then, because my senior business partner will be the one to answer your questions, okay? So tell me that.
Okay, so, you've seen the ABC report and you're showing interest in the business, and I have a short presentation here for you, about the business, and we'll go over some information that sort of explains where LifeVantage is and how you go about getting started with LifeVantage, right?
And then tell me the expectations.
If you're gonna have questions, I know, and if you just hold that to the end, so we
Oh,
don't,
okay.
you know.
'Cause
so
I
it
asked a
doesn't
lot
go
of
long, and
questions.
I know you
Okay.
said you only had a half hour, 45 minutes,
Okay.
so, you know, if we keep the questions in, then we can take care of,
Bingo, see?
we just hold.
Because you don't want to expose yourself to questions.
Go. Let it roll.
Hang on.
Let it roll.
Kind of, we are on recording, kind of warm, so that this will be set to 10-15 minutes, okay?
Okay, LifeVantage is a company that's on the forefront of biohacking your biology, which means that you're going to be creating a healthier body, and through nutrigenomics, which is how food and other things we consume orient and do our genes, help our genes be healthier, and therefore that we have a healthier, longer lifestyle. And that's what the company is basically about. We are an MLM. You've heard of MLMs, right?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I like MLM.
Well, good. I'm glad you do, because that is a really good way to go. There are more millionaires in MLMs than there are in other corporations. Right. Amway has, you want me to write it down and just talk?
You have to.
Okay, 9 million, 9
Billion.
billion rather, billion. And Avon is 6 billion, and Herbalife is $5 billion. Now, they are still in existence today and flourishing. They're still making money. They're probably to 5 to 8% maybe in gross revenue percentages. So they are you're able to get in with them, but you must agree you probably wouldn't make much more money, because you probably know 5 Avon people already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
Sure.
sort of on every block, right? Well, anyways, one of the things that will show you, and they pay out 40%, we pay out 48% in LifeVantage, but one of the things that brings up is timing, and timing is extremely important in MLMs. You know, people have done it and they didn't succeed, right? Well, you know, there's lots of reasons for it, but most ones are the fact that timing. If you get in the beginning phases, the ground floor here, that's when the company is setting up and getting your business rolling, then if you join in this time frame, the ground floor into this area here, you are more than likely to hit what they call momentum. And momentum's when a company is really set and growing. There are over 150,000 distributors per country that they're in, and the company grows at an accelerated rate of this momentum.
Got it.
If you have a small group, even 125
course.
people in there, you will make the lion's share of the dollar, 80%
That's what I'm
of the
looking
wealth
for.
of the company. So anyways.
Write it down, Barbara, write it down. Write it down. Because you're gonna give that sheet to her.
80% of the company, all right? Too late, it means, just like I said up here with Avon and Herbalife and all this, these are stabilized, so they're making less profit, so there's less money filtered down. There's more, also thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are promoting these products, right? Okay. So LifeVantage has 80,000 worldwide.
Okay.
What does that mean to you?
Well, you're just beginning.
Yeah, we're just beginning. We are the base. We're actually
You're small.
below the base. We need that many in every country, right? And then we're getting to the point of maybe hitting momentum. And what momentum means is just branding. If I say tissues, what do you think of?
Kleenex.
If I say tennis shoes, you think of?
Nike.
Right, exactly. That's branding. That's when a company is growth is the heaviest. Right? Okay. So the product here is NERF2 activator, and it's an enzyme in your body that is necessary for your cells to be healthy and to do the things they're supposed to do. We upregulate that 40% in 30 days in every mammal. in 120 days, 70%. So that means that your body is working at peak performance, right?
Powerful.
We have also, and that is documented, by the way, in PubMed. Okay, this is in PubMed.gov.
Okay, that's good
Okay,
information.
and you can verify that. And then we have the 205 ABC report that you actually viewed, which is a really great reinforcement, because when they usually come out and want to look at a company, they're trying to dismantle the ideas and the information that they prove them wrong, that they don't really have what they think they have. Well, they were very reassuring because they found out it was real. And so this is something that we have for advertising throughout throughout the company. We also have other videos and so forth that can help you. And of course, PubMed.gov, there's over 10,000 now or more studies. When I looked at it the first time, it was only a few thousand studies out there. Now there's more, and they're all dealing with illnesses and how NRF2 actually works to help the body help itself.
Okay.
All right. We have timing. We have a product that stands alone, right? Nobody has the NRF2 regulator, an all-natural product. There is nothing on Earth, planet Earth right now, that will upregulate and do what we say it does in your genes and open up those pathways to give health to your body. You have a no competition on planet Earth, all right? Compensation plan we'll get into, it's one of the best, and the timing, we've already decided that the timing is pretty good with LifeVantage.
Got it.
Okay. I'm dry. Mentorship, linear income, money that you earn, you have a job, you told me, and so that's linear income. You
Okay.
trade time for dollars, right? And so the other way of making a living is, we used to call it mailbox money, and 2 to 5 years with leverage and helping other people get what they want, you will get what you want and build a group under you, which will then get you to this momentum stage where you'll get the lion's share of the dollar of the company. So residual income, when you're sleeping, you're making money, right? Okay, and a retirement asset is 2 to 5 years. You can earn enough money to say, okay, I don't want to do that job anymore, or even before that, and decide when you want to just have time freedom for yourself.
Don't worry, I'm writing it down. I'm writing my questions down.
Okay. Time freedom, which means you can do whatever you want, with whoever you want, and whenever.
I like that.
Okay, all right. Mentorship, the company has mentorship. What that means is that we have many, many people who are already accelerated in the company, and they are willing to put their education in this business and give it to us. When I do a presentation, I took it from Dr. Neil Goodman. I used his presentation. He gave me permission to take his slides and use it as a presentation of his own. So, and we have videos, and we have all kinds of information on our website and so forth that you can't write and talk. And chew gum either.
Yeah, it's okay. You're gonna get used to it. Go ahead, sorry to
All right.
interrupt.
All right, so LifeVantage has a system that we call the blueprint of our business, and we follow it through, okay? And it's a matter of just step through it one by one. You get started, you make a list of people you want to talk to, and you do follow-ups, and you do working with your leader or your person who brought you into the company, then we help you do that. We have many people that when you're talking to them that just want to be customers, and that's okay too. You know, we need customers, In fact, 80% of the LifeVantage are customers, which then gives us company stabilization, and also it's more wealth for you as customers. The health industry is at $2 billion, okay, it's pretty good. Animals, 23 billion, skincare, 120, smart energy, and smart weight loss management, not only weight loss, but stabilization of your weight.
Cool.
And all these we have in the healthcare industry with the H2 and the NR21 and 2 and 1. We also have the pet tandem for them and the skincare routine, and then a smart energy is our Axio drink, which is all natural, no additives, doesn't harm you, low in sugar and tasty. No added dyes or anything, and smart weight management. This is also not also just weight management. We have probiotics and biotics that help our gut, our second brain in our gut, stabilize and become more healthy. And in the 6th place, we just brought out our hair care system. And it is phenomenal. I have showed it to many people and they say, oh, my hair is silkier and my scalp feels great and so forth. So, and it's NF2 activated also. So you have these major things that everybody knows.
A total of 6 billion global spending.
6 billion.
Yeah, total.
Hair care
We're
is
capturing
85
that.
billion.
Okay, okay. All right,
That's what they told us.
now,
5 billion.
would you agree that
I was
the
close.
company has the timing that you would look for?
Sure, yeah.
And it has the products,
Yep.
one of a kind, no one else has it.
Exciting.
better. And the compensation plan is great, all right? So putting it all together, Peter Drucker says that's a perfect storm, that you should really take a really solid look at it. Your business investment, one of the best ways to get started, because you want to get off in a good start, is a $1,250 platinum pack, we call it. And it's an $1,800 value, and you get mentorship, you get the company's reinforcement with legal, with production, with science, with everything that it would take to put a distribution and all that, and customer support and so forth. You get all that with this $1,250. All right? We encourage you to share this with other people, because that's how you're going to make the most of your money. You can make money on your products, but your big money is when you help other people do what you're doing, and they're meeting their goals and aspirations, you'll meet yours then. So, okay, so these are some of the categories. We are a publicly traded company, so therefore everybody can look at what the company does and how it accumulates wealth and so forth, and how it's distributed also. So we give out 48% in payout to our distributors. They also want the middle ranks to succeed and share, because we need to tell this to the world. And we need more people to do that. So we want you all to in the middle ranks, to earn more money in the beginning, so that you're willing to stay and promote other people and encourage them to do the same. So at a Pro 3 level, you'll have $5,000 in volume, okay? At a Pro 3 level, you will have about 3 or 4 people under you, okay? And you'll have about a $5,000 volume, and you will get paid $580 on that. There are several other ways of making money, such as the loyalty plan and so forth. We're going to just stay simple here because of time frame.
Good.
So, and Pro 5 level, you're doing a $20,000 volume. That looks a little better. You could probably maybe $2,551. You can probably cover the mortgage that way, or
Right.
a car
A
payment.
good
and some
vacation
food.
money,
Oh,
things
yeah,
like that.
definitely, but
and then
good vacation.
why don't you close it out for this one?
Okay. And
Because
then
we're running out.
when you get to the Pro 7 levels, and that's an esteemed elite position that we all strive for, and one of the reasons is because the company takes 4% of the company's gross income and puts it in a pot, say,
Right.
and then divides it as a sharing
Mm-hmm.
with everybody in the pool. And Pro 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s share 1%. And then in the second, the Pro 8s, 9s, and 10s, they get 2%. And the 9s and 10s get 3%.
Wow.
And then when you hit Pro 10, you get 4% in sharing with all the Pro 10s. And we have, I'm gonna say 12, 13 Pro 10s?
10.
10.
10.
I got one executive.
9 or
right?
10.
No, 9, 10. Okay, so it was, say 10 people that are Pro 10 level. That leaves these shares a little heavier, so you make a good portion
Interesting.
of a residual income just each month as a bonus for you.
Cool.
So what do you think of this?
Oh, I have a couple of questions.
Okay. Well, why don't we call KaiHayes and see if we can get her on the phone and answer some of your questions. Because I've been doing this just a little while, so, and she's better versed at what, what you may be, for an answer. You know, for an answer.
Perfect. Or you can you add, because that's the process, it's a process. I want to be able to get you the right answers that can help you to kind of like make your sound evaluation. It's better to have the senior business mentor, right? So, and then just comment, okay? Just comment. So I timed you up, so it's actually 20 minutes, so
Which
that's
is
what.
okay.
Which is okay.
What?
Because,
20, 30
which is
20.
okay.
20.
Oh,
Which is actually fantastic. You can still go on 20 because if you have an hour, but I'm just trying to make it like precise because people can get like so that you don't go beyond 30 minutes talking and wasting.
Yeah.
That's why we're just creating the best practices here, developing the best practice. Barbara, you did an absolute wonderful job.
well, that's
Yes.
so wonderful.
You
For the
are
first
ready.
Then that's really good.
You're ready.
It's good.
You're ready
You are.
because you are.
Yeah.
But if you do this, you're just gonna get better.
Yeah.
You're, number one, okay.
Because you'll remember things, oh, I should have said this,
Yeah.
or I should have
Right.
said that.
Yeah.
That happens
Right.
a lot.
And
it comes
you
later
don't
on.
have to be in every pair of sheets. You can't necessarily say
The wrong
do
thing to anybody.
the same exact words.
Right.
Your
They
tear
don't
of sheet
know.
every time, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be slightly, ever so slightly different because whatever comes into your mind. But the thing is, you know it by heart, so it's just gonna flow. And then just add about a little bit about network marketing is the highest, second highest payroll. So that's just an education. And
More for
second to,
leaders.
and then more it created more because that's a catchy thing to kind of really
It created more
created
millionaires.
more millionaires
You said
than the
that.
traditional corporate structure. So if you can add that up, and then here, just make sure in the timing. Yes, you did the ground for opportunity, but you always want to add. We are in the verge of reaching the critical mass, and that's the right. You've got to be in before that critical mass comes in because when the critical mass kicks in, that's where 80% of the money will be divided amongst the pioneers and your business is going to go tenfold. You can't do anything about it. The two late stages, this is where Amway, Avon, Herbalife is too late stage. So at least they
They'll
can
make
have
a couple
little bit of-
thousand here and there, but
Yes.
that's about it. They won't make
yeah,
millions.
but we are creating retirement, so that's the reason why this is important. So that's the thing I'd like you to add, Protana and everything. Don't speak too much because I already,
Saw the video.
saw the video, and then you already told me, about the product, so that it kind of. But it's okay. You're a nurse, so so be it. And always say, we have. Can you imagine? You are invited to pioneer in a product that has no competition, highly consumable. You are invited to create a global consumption worldwide. Boom, something like that, excitement. And then money. You didn't, you lack a little bit of information about the linear income. Would you rather, if you can close linear and leverage, would you rather,
I can tell them I sell cattle. I say
Yeah,
tell
but- yes, I know. Would you rather work 40, 50, 60 years here, there's a tickler here, than 2 to 5 years? But you know what? Maybe it's too good to be true for you, but it can happen. We can make that happen. Many people, individual people with no network marketing experience has done 2 years and just cut it legally, like cut the 40, 50, 60 years. And it's incredible. You're going to actually talk to, like I told you, you're going to talk to my senior business partner whose life was transformed in just 4 years. And now she's been here in 8 years, even better. So something like that, okay? And then you missed out here the 15 presentation because when you say, okay, I love the say that, hey, if you are not interested in the business, customers, you can prefer customers, just be healthy. But if you're interested in the business, 1250 one time, .com business, the way, Teresa, if you catch that. And how do you do it? It's easy. 15 presentations a month, we're gonna teach you how to do that. You're not gonna do that alone. Attend monthly trainings, in business, you own a business. So definitely training is vital, you own a McDonald's franchise, you gotta go to training, right? 2 to 5 years. How cool is that? How cool is that? And truly, network marketing, you're just gonna say, network marketing is just like, how would you like to, yes, you're taking 100% of your own effort. You're bringing income, 100% of your own effort. But how cool it is to be educated, to take 1% of 1,000 people's effort. I'm gonna win the game, right? So,
One of the things I remember from a video or somewhere in Academy is, would you like one cent of each can of Coke that's drank in the world?
I know.
Or would you rather
I
have
like that. I like that. Use whatever analogy. Yeah. Or even if you go over time, even if you work 365 days, you try to work 24 hours a day, I would still win.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna die because you can't work 365 days. All right. So and then I like that. So just don't explain the monthly volume so that you can there will be some kind of like because you don't have to 3 you have to have 3 beneath you. You don't have to do that. Just focus on monthly average and say how does 550 at Pro 3 level, how does 580 makes a difference in your income right now? How does $1,100 can make a difference? How about 25? Some people can retire. This is an average American household income that can be replaceable, doable, duplicatable, sellable, sellable, transferable, and willable. Those are the words to capture your prospects' attention, your prospects' attention. Not to sign them up. Don't focus on results. Those are the words that can capture your prospects' attention. We're just catching attention to say yes, 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 until we complete the 5 follow-ups. But if they're visionaries, if they're early adopters, you can sign them up in 2 to 3 exposures. Okay? All right. So this one, don't even explain that
Just
anymore
call it
because
Michael Jackson money. That's
this is Michael Jackson money, and and just tell them
training.
there are actually 5 to even 7 ways to earn. Really? Yes, but I'm not gonna go through that. We can take this up for follow up if you're really, because why would you explain that
And
too
they're not
much
interested.
information and then you cannot really make them
Takes a
just
while
make
to
it.
get
It's
through.
gonna complicate them. This is another follow up meeting, or just give them an overview. The 200 overhead, just like what Teresa said, and then maximize the income. But you know what? If you have a question about this in detail, my senior business partner will be on our call right now, or he's coming. Actually, he's around within the vicinity having a meeting. But you know what? He said he's gonna come here around about this time. That's always like when I did David Mara or Zach Paget. David. I estimate, David, I want you to come here round about, when my appointment is 2 o'clock, and then I have like 30, 45 minutes, come here about 2:45. And then he will come in, oh, David, thank you for dropping by. I know you're within the vicinity, but it's just like, a setup, But actually, I already called him ahead of time, 3 days or 48 hours, that, hey, David, you need to go here. So I was just, okay, yeah, I was just around the corner, actually from the meeting, so that's cool. Can you
And
do
he'll
that?
play along with you, he's pretty cool about
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so
I can
that's
see
what I
that.
want you to
Dave
tell me,
Martin.
because I don't have to be there. I've been telling Sylvia, we are very good in doing that. I come there after she makes a presentation. And then the elite bonus pool, making money while you're sleeping. That's something good to the ears of your prospects. How cool this is, you guys.
And if you
Barbara,
watch Sherry Hallenbeck, she has 2 separate
You
videos.
are good.
One just the front section, and then another one will be about the compensation.
Glad.
She doesn't do both at the same time. She does it separately.
okay, all right.
All right, 2 points, there's lots of points. You did great. You're ready, you just you need to keep working. It's like, this is a fantastic tool, okay? I mean, I wish we would have had something like this
From
when
the
we
very
started.
beginning.
So, know this, you guys that are starting, you got some great tools, you got videos, I mean, it's there. There's no reason not to be able to do this and find a way to be successful. It's there, okay? You know, the other thing, it's like, do you like any sports? Did you ever play any sports in your
Yes.
life? What? Football?
Yes.
Okay, well, when you started playing football I mean, did you come out as I assume as a young person, as a pro? Do you think the NFL was gonna hire you the first day?
No.
Nope.
What about you guys? I mean, is there anything, do you guys have jobs? Again, I'm not a woman, so I don't know I know guys, it's generally sports, but women, okay, maybe at some point in your life you wanted to be a model or something like that, okay? But again, if that's something you wanted to do, what'd you do? You just went out to your closet, grabbed something, and you were gonna be hired by Chanel or whatever? I don't think so. Okay,
I'll use a good excuse like sewing. I love
Like what?
Sewing. I really
so,
enjoy sewing.
okay,
You can't just
Well,
sew
did you
something.
get-
have to
exactly.
follow-
so,
Watch this system.
it's like anything, whether it's a job, it's a sport, something you like, you have to be at it. And if you wanna be good
You gotta
in
practice.
business, you gotta go and learn and learn and learn, okay? Keep watching and learn. So, if you're not, you're lazy, I'm sorry. And I'm lazy too, believe me, I should have been I still keep at it, but not at her level. And there's a big difference. She presents 100% better than I did. But that's okay, all right? So, I'm just gonna give you 2 little things about this. Again, this is great, tool. But if you're talking with somebody, think about socialization of people. The first point on here, most people don't know about what? MLM, right?
Network
People don't
marketing.
think, they're not telling people about this. If you're going to
You have to.
drag me into half to listen to your meeting, okay, I'm a friend and yeah, I saw the video. But think about it. When you're talking about something, anything like that, and it's not, you don't even know if it's something I like, you know, you gotta make sure that you what MLM I mean, this is the
Agreed,
first
agreed.
thing, and the point I
You need
wanna
to
make.
expound on that particular.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have
If
to.
you don't.
Great
Because you
point.
can
You don't
be
wanna
best
steer
crack in
wrong.
the
I
world.
agree with
Okay,
you.
hang on.
Yeah.
If you don't, again, it's not spending all your talking about, but you need to make me interested. You know, it's like, I'm gonna tell you, most people,
Oh, yeah.
you know, okay, I like you, you're my friend, I'll listen to this. But in my mind, unless I'm your really good friend, it's like, what kind of bullshit is, I'm your friend and I'll listen to it. Okay, so I'm swearing, but I didn't mean to do that. What kind of stuff am I gonna get thrown at? And the first thing you want to do is, you know, I may say, you know, hey, Teresa, MLM. You know, what do you know that much about what an MLM is? You know, why is important? As far as I know, it's one of those pyramid schemes, okay? And so, again, when you start with this, maybe you gotta think a little bit about this.
You have to address the
Oh,
elephant.
Larry, shares MLM. Do you know what an MLM is? Well, what it is, most people think it's a pyramid scheme.
Or a scam.
Or it's just.
Yeah, you have to be upfront. It's
Okay,
better to be
but
upfront.
really it's not, okay, and I thought it was. I definitely,
Yeah,
I was not
empathize with
interested,
them.
and MLMs, don't you have to sell? I don't sell them, I don't like selling. I'm like you, I that's not my thing, but let me explain a couple things. You've heard of Amway? Yeah,
Boom.
okay, Amway, they make $9 billion a year.
And all
How
they sell
about
is soaps.
Avon? Have you ever heard of Avon?
selling
Oh yeah, we have. Do you know how long Avon, Larry, they've been around? They've been around
1886.
since 1886. That's crazy. But guess what? They make $6 billion. I mean, again, you gotta start to open that door of, okay, well, maybe this person's gonna tell me something that's a little bit more interesting. So, a little bit of historical thing in a way that may get them.
Greg,
Okay.
can I add to that? See,
Please.
empathy that, hey, I'm the same way. And then always ask permission, set expectations. I would like to request that you keep an open mind. Whether you think that it's a pyramid, a scam, just keep an open mind. Can I
Keep an
explain
open
that to
mind.
you?
It
Because
may or may not be for you.
I will explain to you what network marketing is. The reason being is that, I'm telling you guys, because the reason why people have negative connotations and then they kind of like tend to deflect from you when you're discussing network marketing, because it's not mainstream yet. Eric Worre said in one of his video, I love it. Guys, do you know that network marketing is also, the industry is also in its
Pioneering stage.
pioneering stage.
Infancy.
Infancy stage. At the same time, your LifeVantage is also in a pioneering stage. Nobody, kind of like, it's not the main, people are still, nobody,
They just don't understand.
they just still don't understand, because everybody kind of like knows that the traditional, the corporate world is the mainstream. But write this down. If you know that Harvard University this year just started a class in network marketing along
they're
with
pushing
Princeton
students for that
University,
career.
and those universities are top of the line universities. Now, not only that, they open the classes for network marketing. That's why we are so much ahead of the game. So 2 pioneering stage, network marketing, business industry, and then LifeVantage, network marketing company, boom. And then the professors, so all the professors are now
Advising.
recommending all their students to actually consider their career in network marketing.
So again,
Boom!
the point is,
Yeah,
if
that
we're
you gave
starting off talking about network marketing, give them something that, oh, I didn't know that. At least,
I didn't
a
know that.
little door starts to open. It's like, okay, maybe this isn't crap. Okay.
And I always tell them too that network marketing has had a bad stigma, but we're trying to change that.
Boom.
We want to show people that there is a good company with good products and everything to back it up, and that's why you want to make sure they have all 6 key components that Peter Drucker has mentioned as the perfect storm. Because if you're missing 1 or 2 of those, it will fail. You have to have all 6, and not all network marketing companies have that. That's what makes us unique and makes us different.
One other point that I we will work together with you guys. So that's just one little nugget to
So-
think about,
Emphasis,
to do
hit
that.
it hard on that
Okay.
I
part.
was gonna say,
You know-
so that's probably where we
Wow.
want to focus a little bit
Okay.
more.
Right.
What we really need to do to train well is to practice this, and we'll practice we're gonna work on each section
Yeah.
till we kind of perfect.
Right.
Go through it all, but perfect. I'm gonna focus.
And how to tie it in.
Hang on. Don't get Greg wrong. He's not asking you to perfect it before you go out
No,
there.
no, no, no.
Oh, I know
no,
that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying over time.
Yeah.
We're gonna, but you know what? The only way to perfect to perfect it is for you to go out there and mess it up.
Yeah.
I challenge you to
It's
mess
okay
it
to
up.
mess
Just
it up.
mess it up. It's
And
okay.
if you watch Tony Kratzowitz, he doesn't go in that same order. He goes all,
Yeah, he
whichever
moves all
order,
around.
he was all over, so it doesn't really matter what
It
order
doesn't
you're
matter
in.
what order. You can start with this, or you can start with product. Or you,
Okay.
like
I
Greg
like
said,
starting network marketing because I want to get that stigma.
that
out.
You want to address the
Right,
elephant in the
bar.
room,
and ask them keep an open mind. Can I request you to keep an
That's
open mind?
good.
And then Greg mentioned this is the greatest tool. We didn't have it, but we still built a Pro 8 business, correct? But you got all the tools right now, the resources. So I don't see any reason why you guys are gonna fail. So my question is to you right now: is this a good meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Very, very hands-on, proactive. This is it. So next, we need to catch this up. I want you both, promise, you want to do it, right? I want you both to present next time. And then Sylvia, I want everybody also to hear that. And this is good, right? Very productive. And that gives you a little bit of a confidence to kind of like get out there and mess it up. You have to mess it up first before you become perfect.
And if you listen to all of them, all the videos from each one of them, you'll pick up a few sentences that you like from
Bingo.
each one of them. And you can and put it into
Bingo.
your own personality when you do the actual presentation
Bingo.
yourself.
And really,
Wow.
just put it on your phone. I listened to it on the way over here.
Yeah, and what I did, I recorded myself.
I mean,
Like,
that's-
ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna start saying that.
And last night I was
Record yourself.
I was painting under my bar and I listened to the doctors all over again,
Yeah.
and then I listened to Sherry again, and so
She
you just,
is, I'm just telling you, when I first signed her up, she was like, God, every day we're exchanging. Kai, I'm reviewing this video and all over. So she actually learned so fast because she invested time with her business. So I want you to do that. But hang on a second before we end this up. Thank you. It's almost a 2 hour. Well, we started on time. It's okay. You know what? Brandon Cunningham has 5 hours training with her team, but he created the bloody Pro 10 business. So don't be a clock watcher. Don't be a clock watchers, because you know what? At the end of the day, this is productive, right?
Right.
2 hours, free training for 2 hours. How cool is that? So number one, pick and choose. Let's just lock an appointment or set up an appointment for your launching. Just it's not gonna be perfect. Just ask permission or ask a favor from your friends. Hey, you know what? I'm launching my business. I need a favor from you. I was tasked to put in 10 people in the seats. You're one of them. Just come, support me. That's it. What is it? I'm launching my business. You're gonna find out about it. Or if you want, you know what? Let's sit down. You have an hour of your time so that I can give you an overview. That's already a tarot sheet presentation so that they will be coming to the business presentation. Okay, no excuses. So, Barbara, tomorrow, what time?
7:30.
7:30.
7:30.
And who is going to present or
I'm presenting
launch?
for her.
No. Yeah, good.
You're gonna present.
We
Yeah, I'm
need,
presenting
you
for-
need to
for
start
Barbara.
presentation. And Teresa, I will also put you in one of the launching business. You need to present. No more us. We will be there to be kind of like, after
work
you
with
present,
you.
we will be there. But you're ready. You're
Yeah.
more than ready.
She
And we will be putting.
wasn't.
yeah.
she
No, I
wasn't
mean, but
first.
when I did it with my mom's friends and everything, I was using the big TV and the slides and
You're
everything.
good.
Yeah,
So
that's
I-
good. Yeah.
You guys are gonna be
Yeah.
ready soon.
For the because you're going to have a slide for the home meetings, slide presentations when you're ready. For the thing it's like
One-on-one.
tarot
Are we
sheets,
gonna do
one-on-one.
this next week?
Hang on, can we? Yeah, we're gonna do it definitely next week again. But hang on a second, Larry, just give me 3 minutes. Yeah, and then
There's a lot of stuff.
pick and choose. I need Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays for business launch. I am going to include you in our team No Excuses WhatsApp. Do you have a WhatsApp?
What's that?
WhatsApp? Okay. So that you can work with, I don't know, you and Larry or Charlene. Charlene is going to step in, March. So I think Charlene can already establish a business meeting. And Sylvia, you're also going to relaunch your
Yeah.
business. So in closing, let me just
Yeah, because
share-
I'm doing a presentation for her. I'm doing one in San Antonio for Raquel, and it gives me practice, doing it for them. And so I'm gonna be helping with Charlene, and then of course I'll do mine too. But the best way to do it is really practice doing other people's presentations. That way when you do have yours, I don't know, are you not supposed to be doing your own, right? Someone else does it for you?
Yeah.
I will do it for you. If you're launching it, I'll do it for you.
Okay.
But everybody must participate, and then I encourage everyone. So let's
So
just.
Raquel's doing one in San Antonio? In San Antonio, we're doing it March.
You're
2nd.
launching Alberto's.
Yeah,
Claudia
wasn't
had
this
to
weekend
cancel.
canceled?
I'm tired
This
of
weekend
waiting
was
on it.
canceled.
You're launching Alberto's.
Huh?
Alberto's.
You're gonna launch
Alberto's.
Alberto.
Alberto's.
Okay.
Because I asked Raquel,
Okay.
this is your business.
This
She's
is a
already go, let's do March
3-minute
2nd.
video. Can we just close this
Sure.
with a 3-minute video? Thank you.
Yeah, because Raquel's ready and she has people in San Antonio, so I said, let's do it. So she's looking for a venue and she's gonna let me know the details.
Oh, okay.
She's locking it in, confirming it, everything.
Hang on.
And I'll let you guys
I
know.
need
She's got
everyone's
friends
attention.
in San
Okay. Excuse me. Yes.
Well, it's
So-
not big enough.
Oh,
It's like a little apartment.
can you
She said
can you
she'll
stop
just get a
this?
restaurant or something.
Bye.
Bye
We're gonna
bye.
play a motivational video.
I'm awake now. I drank Axio.
Yes.